everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be doing another plan with me video, and I know that I have been lacking a little bit of organization, but in my defense, last week we redid all of our office. We bought new furniture that we need to assemble. We redid the production line, so it's been a busy week. That's about what I'm going to say about it. So yes, I've been overloaded with things to do. Plus, it was my husband's birthday weekend. So yes, it was a lot. But this second week of March, it's rather better and more organized, I hope. So for this week, I have not made up my mind on which one I want to use. Believe it or not, I have not made up my mind. So I'm in between Bloom, which is this very busy, colorful spread. If you like busy spreads, this is one for you. And then you have Eccentric Vibes, which is super colorful as well. Not as busy, but very nice. So I'm thinking that I would give a go to, let's see, I'll probably give a go to Eccentric Vibes, just because I am in love with purple. You guys, if you don't know, my go-for color is and will always be purple. So I'm going to try this one, and I'm going to start off by cutting both in half. So if you are new to my shop, you might find still some of the kits that have the older version, which don't have these little scissors over here. But this is mainly because if I cut them in half, like the mini kits, you get some space that you lose. So if I give you the option to cut it in half for easy storage, you will simply end up with a little bit more things that will fit into the page. So it's for your own sake if you want to have more for your buck. So it's just as easy as just cutting it like this. And I can obviously do this for you, but it really depends on your taste. If you prefer to have the whole sheet, then it shouldn't be any problem. But if you don't, then it's easier to storage. Now, one thing that I do want to mention is that those kits, I'm going to be reformatting pretty much some of the bestseller kits that I have on the shop with the older format, and the ones that are not as bestsellers or that did not really sell that much, I'm just going to retire, and they are right now on the sales section, so you may want to check that out. Alright, so for this kit, and you guys know how I do this, and I'll probably just go ahead and do myself in fast forward motion because it's simply easier. I'll go ahead and do the to-dos, then the hard checklists, and then I'll place the today's and the decorative boxes in fast forward motion, and I'll be right back. Alright you guys, so far I've placed my to-do headers, my hard checklist, my today headers, and my decorative boxes in the center, and this is usually the way that I do my spreads. And my second thing to do is to place my weekend banner, and I usually place it in the same position, not usually, like 100% of the time. And you just need to search for the K, have it right in the center, and then just let the banner set, and it does all the magic for you. And then I'll go back to the half boxes and washi sheet and use the bottom washi. I apologize if you hear some background noise. My dogs are playing quite effusively and they're making a lot of noise. So I'm going to take the bottom washi and place it so the shorter one goes to your left. And I usually just leave a tiny little space if I'm going to use my hydrate stickers. So just a little bit of space. If I were not going to use my hydrate stickers, I would just place it on the last line. But since I'm trying to just make it even. There you go. Sort of, kinda. Yes, there you go. Okay. Right, so that looks good, and I would usually place it on the first line if I weren't going to use my hydrate stickers, but I'm actually going to use them. I have these 3 colors left, and I just made this other one to see if I like any other color better to go with this. So I'll probably just choose the pink. I think is the one that goes best. So I'm gonna place my hydrate stickers on the bottom. Sometimes I feel like I should make one sheet of each color because I usually use the pink more than any other color, but I don't know if it's just me, so you guys let me know if that will be better. Because I know a lot of you love those hydrate stickers because it really helps to fill in the gaps. And again, I still have on the to-do list to make ones that are a little bit narrower. And the last one goes here. All right, so I have that. And now let me go back to my kit. Let me place that over here. And now I need my little section, which is this one over here. I'm going to do the meal prep, and then I'll start to build up the week with the information that I know. And again, you'll probably see this in fast forward motion. All right. One of the things that I would really like to know, guys, about is I tend to like to have sections with colors. So for example, all of my TVs one color, all of my video uploads one color, all of my packages one color. Some people prefer to have it all of the littles one single color, and some people prefer to have one of each color so they can do tower. I don't know. So I would really love to have some input from you guys just for the sake of knowing what you guys prefer. So again, this goes on Tuesday. That's exactly why I mark it down, because otherwise I would just forget about it. I'm so bad about remembering TV shows. Most of the time I always forget. I know the only one that I remember all the time is The Walking Dead, obviously. That's like the... Okay, and then I know... Well, we usually do... kind of Friday. Okay, and then I know that I'm expecting a package on Tuesday. Okay, so now I'm going to place my little things, my tiny tasks, which are those. Alright, so once that I have placed my tiny tasks is when I come back with my washi and my half boxes. So I would usually place half boxes in the middle, or depending on what the day is going to look like. So I'm going to do that in a fast forward motion, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I have filled everything in. I basically just used one of the half boxes on each day, and then I'm going to move to my sidebar. So for my sidebar, I'm feeling to like I want to do something different than I usually do. So I'm going to take this washi, which kind of matches a little bit the one that I have on the bottom. And I'm just going to layer it on the bottom because I don't want that green strip over there to show. So like so. So it kind of looks like a section out of that same washi. And I was thinking that I'm going to take the reminder of the full boxes, and I'm going to place it on my thankful thought right here. Oopsie. Let me bend this so I can actually work better and you guys can see much better. So I'm going to try to hide as much green as I can, and that goes in there. Then I also have left, so I actually have some washi that looks just like that. I have some few strips like this. So let's see, I want to do something different than I normally would. So I'm going to start off by using one of my habit trackers. Going to place it right there. Awesome. And then I'm going to place the second habit tracker. So I'm gonna place them all together kind of in a column like such. There you go. And then after that I'm going to use a strip. I actually think that if I use the skinny one, it will still work. So I'm gonna use this strip over here. So I don't know if you guys see what I'm trying to do. It's kind of like if this washi was here and I layered it. So I'm trying to do that effect. Let's see if it works. And then I want to use my do heart checkbox, which is this one over here. I'm going to use it on my weekend side instead of in this spread. Then I'll do the to go, more like a week thing instead of immersed in. So here you go, the to buy. And those are different options that you can actually use to layer and do your spreads. There's so many options, right? And then the to clean. That definitely will give you more space on the weekly spread for you to decorate or play along, or if you have a very tight weekend, it always will help. Okay, and then I have this little tiny space. And that little tiny space I'm going to use for what I say next week. But before that, I'm going to use this washi over here, so there's actually some transition. I like this idea. I'm liking it very much. And then I'm placing the next week, and then I'm going to place the reminder half box that I have. I'm actually going to move, let me move this header a little bit upwards, because I don't want that half box to be so further down, like so, so that you can actually write on it, if that makes any sense. I still feel that this is a little bit too far down, so let's see. I'll probably, let me have this skinny back where it was, which is here. Wait a minute, I'm actually going to do this differently. So instead of leaving this space, I'm actually just going to go right with the next week header, and then use the half box. I think that looks much better, like more in sync with whatever is happening in the side. And then I still have all this washi left. I always feel like I have always washi left, but I loved how my sidebar looks like. So you can do so many things. So I'm just gonna leave it there, because it always feels bad to me to have so much left, but if I didn't have the hydrate stickers, I would have probably used it all. Okay, and then I can come back here and just start building the rest of it. Alright guys, so this is how this spread ended up looking like. Let me do a close-up so you guys can see a little bit. So I didn't really add much of decoration or functional stickers. I really stick to the kit. So the spread on your sidebar has all pretty much on the kit, and my habit tracker, my functional checklist, and I loved how this looks like for next week with those little dots. I really like that idea. And then I just basically used about 4 different stickers that are not in the kit, which is Instagram stickers that, again, those are not sold on my shop anymore because they were taken down due to copyrights, but I have them. I still see a lot of people that sell them, but I didn't want to go ahead and redo that if that is something that is, you know, it has some copyright things, and I don't want to get into it. But I can actually sell it as a custom order, so if you want it, just let me know. I also used one of the cocktail stickers. This is a margarita one, and I think I also used the groceries and the planner. And aside of that, everything and aside of the hydrate stickers is pretty much the kit itself and alone. Let me zoom out so you guys can see the rest of the spread and not just a little bit. Okay, so that's pretty much what this looks like. I would keep on posting pictures. I usually take half week in, half week out, and the full spread on Instagram, so make sure that you follow me on Instagram. I also have first I usually post first on Instagram any promotion codes, any sales, or any store announcements, so you don't want to miss on that. And that is pretty much for this week's spread. I really hope you guys like it. Let me know what you think, what you would like me to add, what you hate, what you love, and I'm always open for feedback and suggestions. You guys know that. So you have a wonderful week, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Please take care. Bye.